This is a video about the Battle of Omdurman. This battle occurred on September the 2nd, 1898 in Sudan, between the British and the Dervish. Back in 1884, a British general named General Gordon was killed in Khartoum, a city near Omdurman, by the Dervish. The Dervish continued to harass the British. Eventually, in 1896, the Prime Minister, Robert Cecil, Lord Salisbury, allowed for the reconquest of Sudan, partly to avenge Gordon. The force to conquer Sudan was led by General Sir Herbert Kitchener. Kitchener was born in 1850 and was, at the time, the youngest British general. Kitchener was not a very experienced general. However, he was a stickler for discipline and a logistical master, two very important things. Kitchener first had to get his troops to Sudan. To do this, he had to use the steamers on the Nile. However, these steamers could only get him so far as Wadi Halfa, shown by the first arrow on the map. So, Kitchener built a railway down to Atbara. The railway is the red line, which is far closer to Omdurman, and Omdurman is the second arrow. Once Kitchener had gotten to Atbara, he found 16,000 Dervish troops there. After a brief artillery bombardment and an infantry attack, the Dervishes fled, leaving many dead. Once Kitchener had collected sufficient supplies, then he traveled down. Kitchener had about 25,000 men, 10 gunboats, and 46 artillery pieces. Cavalry reconnaissance had told Kitchener that 5 miles away from his camp in Omdurman, there were some 50,000 Dervishes hiding behind a ridge. At daybreak, the Dervishes advanced. First, British artillery began firing, and then Maxim guns began too. This was the first attack, shown by the first arrow and circle on the map. The infantry was the last to begin shooting. After 2.5 hours of this, it seemed as if the British had beat back the Dervishes. The 21st Lancers were then ordered to keep on the enemy's right flank, keeping the enemy from the city. These are shown by the arrow and circle on the left edge of the map. What the Lancers thought to be only perhaps 500 Dervishes was actually almost 2,700, and they had lain hidden in a dry watercourse. The British squadrons managed to power through the Dervish formation, and they charged back. This made the Dervishes flee. However, these Dervishes were not yet defeated. The new forces attacked Kitchener's rear guard after he had advanced. The rear guard was under the charge of Colonel Hector MacDonald, known as Hiding Mac. These Dervishes first attacked the rear guard from the west, but were repulsed by heavy fire. Because Kitchener and MacDonald were so into discipline and drill, the soldiers were able to quickly change positions in order to defend against the Dervishes attacking from the Karari Hills in the north. These Dervishes were again defeated. 4 Victoria Crosses were awarded for deeds during this battle. The Battle of Omdurman was decisive. It showed how a well-disciplined, smaller force, equipped with modern weapons, could beat one almost twice its size. The Dervishes suffered almost 11,000 dead and far more wounded. The British suffered 500. London's Daily Mail described this battle as more an execution than a battle. Thank you, and if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe.